Think you know Premier League history? Champions, records, last-minute goals, but can you survive all 50 questions without getting humbled? Let's find out. Question 1. Which club won the very first Premier League title in the 1992-93 season? Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds United. The answer is Manchester United. Question 2. Who scored the first ever Premier League goal? Alan Shearer, Brian Deane, Eric Cantona, Mark Hughes. The answer is Brian Deane. Question 3. Which manager has won the most Premier League titles? Sir Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola. The answer is Sir Alex Ferguson. Question 4. Which club finished the 2003-04 season unbeaten? Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool. The answer is Arsenal. Question 5. Who is the Premier League's all-time top scorer? Wayne Rooney, Harry Kane, Alan Shearer, Sergio Aguero. The answer is Alan Shearer. Question 6. Which team shocked the world by winning the 2015-16 Premier League season? Tottenham Hotspur, Leicester City, Manchester City, Everton. The answer is Leicester City. Question 7. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets in Premier League history? Petr Cech, David De Gea, Peter Schmeichel, Edwin van der Sar. The answer is Petr Cech. Question 8. Which club holds the record for the most points in a single Premier League season? Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal. The answer is Manchester City. Question 9. Who scored 5 goals in one half for Manchester United against Ipswich Town in 1995? Eric Cantona, Andy Cole, Dwight York, Ruud van Nistelrooy. The answer is Andy Cole. Question 10. Which club was relegated with a record low total of 11 points in 2007-08? Sunderland, Derby County, Huddersfield Town, Sheffield United. The answer is Derby County. Question 11. Which player scored the fastest goal in Premier League history in just 7.69 seconds? Shane Long, Jamie Vardy, Christian Eriksen, Raheem Sterling. The answer is Shane Long. Question 12. Which manager famously said, "I will love it if we beat them," during the 1995-96 title race? Kevin Keegan, Sir Alex Ferguson, Harry Redknapp, Rafa Benitez. The answer is Kevin Keegan. Question 13. Which club won the Premier League in the 2004-05 season, ending a 50-year league title drought? Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool. The answer is Chelsea. Question 14. Who holds the record for most assists in Premier League history? Cesc Fabregas, Ryan Giggs, Kevin De Bruyne, Frank Lampard. The answer is Ryan Giggs. Question 15. Which player scored the famous last-minute goal to win Manchester City the title in 2011-12? David Silva, Yaya Toure, Sergio Aguero, Carlos Tevez. The answer is Sergio Aguero. All right, that's 15 down. How are you doing so far? Are you flying high like the Invincibles or fighting relegation? Type your score in the comments and let me know. Ready for the next 15? Welcome back. If you're still standing, you're doing well. Let's dive into the next 15. Question 16. Which club did Cristiano Ronaldo join when he first came to the Premier League in 2003? Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. The answer is Manchester United. Question 17. Who won the Premier League Golden Boot in the 1993-94 season? Alan Shearer, Andrew Cole, Chris Sutton, Les Ferdinand. The answer is Andrew Cole. Question 18. Which club has been relegated from the Premier League the most times? Norwich City, West Bromwich Albion, Crystal Palace, Leicester City. The answer is Norwich City. Question 19. Who was the first foreign manager to win the Premier League? Arsene Wenger, Jose Mourinho, Claudio Ranieri, Carlo Ancelotti. The answer is Arsene Wenger. Question 20. Which team recorded a 9-0 win over Southampton in 2021? Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea. The answer is Manchester United. Question 21. Who scored the most goals in a single 38-game Premier League season? Alan Shearer, Mohamed Salah, Erling Haaland, Harry Kane. The answer is Erling Haaland. Question 22. Which club moved to the Emirates Stadium in 2006? Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham United. The answer is Arsenal. Question 23. Who captained Manchester United during most of their dominant years under Sir Alex Ferguson in the 1990s? Ryan Giggs, Roy Keane, Gary Neville, Paul Scholes. The answer is Roy Keane. Question 24. Which club finished bottom of the league in the 1994-95 season? Swindon Town, Ipswich Town, Leicester City, Nottingham Forest. The answer is Ipswich Town. Question 25. Which player scored a hat trick in just over 2 minutes for Southampton in 2015? Sadio Mane, Jamie Vardy, Harry Kane, Romelu Lukaku. The answer is Sadio Mane. Question 26. Which manager won back-to-back Premier League titles with Chelsea in 2004-05 and 2005-06? Carlo Ancelotti, Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, Claudio Ranieri. The answer is Jose Mourinho. Question 27. Which club famously finished second with 97 points in the 2018-19 season? Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur. The answer is Liverpool. Question 28. Who was the first player to score 100 Premier League goals? Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer, Eric Cantona, Les Ferdinand. The answer is Alan Shearer. Question 29. Which club won the Premier League title in the 2013-14 season? Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Arsenal. The answer is Manchester City. Question 30. Which stadium is nicknamed the Theatre of Dreams? Anfield, Old Trafford, Stamford Bridge, Highbury. The answer is Old Trafford. That's 30 questions done. Be honest. Are you title contenders or mid-table mediocrity right now? Drop your score in the comments. I'm watching. Welcome to the final stretch. This is where champions are made or exposed. Let's finish strong. Question 31. Which player scored the Hand of God style goal with his hand that was allowed in 2009 for Chelsea against Arsenal? Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, Robin van Persie, Nicolas Anelka. The answer is Didier Drogba. Question 32. Which club won the Premier League title in the 1997-98 season? Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. The answer is Arsenal. Question 33. Who scored the first hat trick in Premier League history? Alan Shearer, Brian Deane, Eric Cantona, Les Ferdinand. The answer is Eric Cantona. Question 34. Which team had the nickname the Crazy Gang during the early Premier League years? Leeds United, Wimbledon, Newcastle United, Coventry City. The answer is Wimbledon. Question 35. Which player holds the record for the most goals scored in a single Premier League match? Sergio Aguero, Mohamed Salah, Erling Haaland, Andy Cole. The answer is Sergio Aguero. Question 36. Which club won the Premier League in the 1999-2000 season by 18 points? Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, Leeds United. The answer is Manchester United. Question 37. Who was Leicester City's manager when they won the 2015-16 title? Claudio Ranieri, Brendan Rodgers, Nigel Pearson, Mauricio Pochettino. The answer is Claudio Ranieri. Question 38. Which club was promoted and then finished third in the 1993-94 season? Blackburn Rovers, Newcastle United, Nottingham Forest, Leeds United. The answer is Newcastle United. Question 39. Who scored the famous volley against Newcastle in 1996 that is often called one of the greatest Premier League goals ever? Dennis Bergkamp, Thierry Henry, David Beckham, Tony Yeboah. The answer is Tony Yeboah. Question 40. Which club ended Liverpool's long unbeaten home run at Anfield in 2021? Burnley, Manchester City, Chelsea, Brighton. The answer is Burnley. Question 41. Which player won the Premier League Player of the Season award in both 2006-07 and 2007-08? Cristiano Ronaldo, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, Steven Gerrard. The answer is Cristiano Ronaldo. Question 42. Which club recorded the highest number of points without winning the title with 97 points? Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea. The answer is Liverpool. Question 43. Who scored the decisive goal in the final game of the 1998-99 season to secure Manchester United's title? David Beckham, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Andy Cole, Dwight York. The answer is Andy Cole. Question 44. Which club has won the most Premier League titles? Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal. The answer is Manchester United. Question 45. Who was Arsenal's top scorer during their unbeaten 2003-04 season? Dennis Bergkamp, Robert Pires, Thierry Henry, Freddie Ljungberg. The answer is Thierry Henry. Question 46. Which club won the Premier League in the 2016-17 season? Manchester City, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool. The answer is Chelsea. Question 47. Who scored the fastest hat trick in Premier League history? Sadio Mane, Robbie Fowler, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. The answer is Sadio Mane. Question 48. Which team conceded only 15 goals in the 2004-05 season? Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool. The answer is Chelsea. Question 49. Which player scored in 11 consecutive Premier League matches in the 2015-16 season? Jamie Vardy, Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, Romelu Lukaku. The answer is Jamie Vardy. Question 50. Which club was the first to reach 100 Premier League points in a single season? Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal. The answer is Manchester City. And that's all 50. If you scored 10 or more, you are officially a rising supporter. You know your basics. Respect. If you scored 20 or more, you are a Premier League pro. People should start listening to your football opinions. If you scored 30 or more, you are a title contender. Serious knowledge. Very serious. If you scored 40 or more, you are a Hall of Fame mind. Commentary box is calling your name. And if you nailed 45 to 50, you are a Premier League legend. Sir Alex would shake your hand. Well done for taking part. Drop your final score in the comments so we can celebrate you properly. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another football trivia challenge. There are plenty more videos waiting for you. Now click on the next video and prove you're brighter than most. Or should I say, champion material.